Hi everyone, my name is Samantha and welcome to my YouTube channel, Sewing in Switzerland. So today is one we haven't done for a while. I thought we could look at 5 indie sewing pattern designers that you may not have heard of and they may be new to you. And this is a really fun one. I love doing videos like this because I get to share lesser known indie pattern designers or fashion designers that also make patterns, and you can recommend some that you think I may not know or ones that you particularly really like, and we can just all have a great time looking at new patterns and new designers. So I've tried to make a collection of slightly different ones and I think I've done quite well. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn too early, but I think I've done quite well. So this is 5 new to you indie pattern designers. But before we get into it, only 20% of you watching this video are actually subscribed. So if you don't subscribe already, please do think about liking and subscribing to my channel. If you enjoy my content, obviously it's free for you, but it makes such a huge difference to me and my family. And on that note, also I just want to mention I've actually been demonetized, so it's really sad. I've been grieving the loss of one of my dogs for the last several months, and as a result didn't put out enough YouTube videos, and I've fallen under the threshold of watch hours that you need to have a monetized channel. And again, it's all like completely free for you. It just means that I earn pennies when you watch a video, and yeah, and I don't do that anymore, and I'm really sad. And it's been a really big like emotional blow because it was such a big thing that I achieved, and now I'm kind of not back where I started, obviously, but it does feel a bit sad. So if there's anybody that you would like to recommend my videos to, or if you would like to watch them twice, I would be very happy. Thank you so much. So let's just get straight into it now. So number 1 on my list is Alli Marye, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but they've got a slightly unusual spelling. So I'll make sure that I'll put the website link in the description, and also I'll put the name somewhere along here. And they are a fashion designer that sells like custom clothing, not like off the rack stuff, but they also release their patterns on Etsy. So it's like super cool. So you can say, you know, that you're wearing haute couture fashion. It's very warm again and my voice is breaking, so you know where we're at. Anyway, it's very cool. They're very highly reviewed. Size wise, we're looking at, for all patterns, XXS to 7XL, which is pretty cool. So the one that I want to showcase is the Millie dress, is my favorite. I just think it's really different and it's beautiful, and it's just one of those kind of princess dresses that you'd put on and just feel really special in. So they're actually bringing out a 2-piece version of that same outfit with like a wrap skirt and a little top based on that same pattern. So it'll be like the Millie like 2-piece or something. But to my knowledge, that one's not out yet. But it's just really cool. Their patterns are very cool. So I'll link that in the description. And to buy the pattern, the specific Millie pattern, it is €12.82. I don't know what was going on with my conversion situation on my laptop, but it was putting everything in euros and they were like really odd numbers. So €12.82. What that is in francs or dollars or pounds, I don't know. We're just going to skim over that. So the next one is a company called Sewn with Grit Patterns, and they're on Etsy. And so that's their Etsy name. The pattern company name is Grit Patterns. So they make size inclusive sewing patterns, which is really cool. There's tons of pictures on tons of different body sizes, which is fantastic. You know I love to see that representation. And they've brought out a pair of overalls that are so incredibly reviewed. They're called the Heritage overalls, and they're designed to be made for doing, you know, not like some dungarees and then like you can't bend over, or like you do bend over and you lose a lot of fabric in places the fabric should not be going. But this is designed to be moved. So it's got this like diamond shaped crossover straps, or that is designed so that when you do move, so if you're gardening or, you know, doing something that involves bending over a lot, you're not pulling the back half of that fabric with the movement up. No wedgies is what I'm trying to say. No wedgies in these dungas. So yeah, you've also got this wide leg trouser shape that again gives you plenty of like ease for movement as well. So sizing, it goes from a 31.5-inch hip to a 71-inch hip. Pretty good. It's also got this lovely thick waistband that runs across the middle, and I don't know if you've ever made dungarees but without that waistband, but it can like pull and it's just a bit uncomfortable, whereas these look pretty good. So this one you can also print at home or on a copy shop or a projector, and that one is €17.10. Again, with the conversion, I don't know what's happening. And I wanted to ask, do any of you do projector sewing? Could you please let me know if you do in the comments? I work predominantly in a really small space, so I don't think that it's ideal because I don't have enough table space for the projector to lay on, so I don't constantly be faffing around and moving it. But I do really want to have a go. So that said, never say never. So do you do projector sewing, and what is the size of your sewing room? Would be a really good question. So yeah, please let me know. So the next one is not technically garment sewing, but they're really cool. They're a company called 11 Good Patterns, and they are bag sewing. But there's like different levels. So there's like a beginner and like an intermediate one. The one I like the best, although they're all pretty similar to be honest, is the small pillow bag, it's called. And it's got clear instructions which look really useful, and the hardware that you need is all listed out in advance on the actual pattern, which is pretty cool. So it's all very like clear and informative, especially if you're new to bag making. It looks comfortable. It will be really great for colour matching. It's just a really cute little bag, and it would be really great like in different colours for different outfits, you know. And the other thing is the price is incredibly cheap. So the small pillow bag is €8 for the pattern, which is phenomenal, because I don't know if you've noticed, and I don't know if it's just me being a cheapskate, but do you think that the cost of patterns have all gone up significantly in the last several months? Because I've really noticed a hike. Like, I had a few months off of sewing, obviously, you know, dealing with the bereavement of Wobbles, and when I came back, I noticed everything was like £3-4 more expensive. So I don't know, maybe I'm just looking back with rose-tinted glasses. Who knows? So the next one is it's a website, and the website name is Little Lizard King, but the pattern names, or the company pattern, is called Styler Patterns. So I'm a bit confused as to why the website is called Lizard King and the patterns are under a different name. I don't know what the connection is. I don't know anything about this company. It's new to me as well. So it's a little bit like odd to navigate. However, that said, the sizing is 0 to 32, and the patterns come with different cup options between A and D. So that makes up the iffy navigating on the website, in my opinion, because that's fantastic and we love to see it. So my favourite on the website is the Lancaster dress. And you've got these multi-tiers, elastic sleeves, elastic casing around the back bodice, and then you've got like this sweetheart neckline. And as well as a full instructional booklet, you get a sew along, like a full sew along, not one of those seam work ones. So yeah, you again print at home, projector and copy shop options, and that is $11.95 US. I don't know what was going on, but I'm back in dollars now. So yeah, the website, it's got a lot of basics on there in terms of like pullovers and t-shirts and just, you know, like your everyday patterns, but they look pretty good. Again, they've all got good reviews and good photographs on there, so they made the cut. But I've not tried them ones. I would like to just point that one out. They are a new to me company as well. So the last but not least is probably a company that you have heard of, but it's a new release. So that's quite exciting. It came out a couple of days ago, so we're actually on, we're ahead of the game today. So it's by a company called Sewing Amore, and it's the Cloud Dress sewing pattern. So EU sizing is 0 to 62. Fantastic. And the euros, well, back in euros, it's €11.90. It's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love this dress, right? It is just this super puffy cloud dress. You've got this curved waistline and these kind of billowing sleeves, and you've got these beautiful ties that kind of pull together at the back there. It is beautiful. It's magical and cozy and romantic, and I want to make one in like a rust kind of double gauze and go pumpkin picking, and I also want to make one in like a, oh, I don't know, a really like light linen and go running through a meadow. Like, I'm in. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, this dress. So yeah, that's definitely made the cut on my cutting table. Literally, my brain just stopped halfway through that sentence then. Just went, no, that's the end of that. Okay. So yeah, do you know any of these companies? Or have I surprised you and got you with a new one? I love it when I get messages and you say, Sam, I didn't know this one. It makes me really excited because I'm like, yeah, found some. Because I find a lot of the indie patterns that get, you know, like announced and that, everybody kind of knows like the companies, especially the bigger ones. So it's always fun when you find something a little bit different and something a little bit new. So yeah, do let me know in the comments if you have any recommendations for me, or if you'll be making any of these, or if you like them. Let's chat patterns, because it's one of my favourite things to do. And do remember, if you did make it to the end of this video, do please like and subscribe and turn on your notifications, and please help me get remonetized. Thank you so much, and I wish you all a wonderful day. Bye.